4 mistakes elderly people often make in the morning. This morning, a 72-year-old woman died suddenly due to a mistake she made without realizing it. A mistake so common that many people over 70 still make it every day. The truth is, as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to small habits that seemed harmless when we were younger. Unfortunately, these seemingly insignificant choices can accumulate in ways that seriously endanger our health. In this video, we'll delve into 4 morning mistakes that can put you at risk without you even knowing it. These mistakes can affect your heart, blood circulation, balance, and even brain function. And worst of all, most people over 70 make at least one of these mistakes every morning. But the good news is that once you're aware of them, you can easily correct and avoid them, which can make the difference between an active, healthy life and a serious medical emergency. Watch until the end of the video because the last mistake is one that almost no one talks about but is one of the most dangerous. Many older adults don't even realize they're making it, but this can significantly increase the risk of falls, dizziness, and even heart problems. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. If you liked this video, please comment a number 1. If you didn't like it, enter a 0 in the comments so we can make better videos for you. Now, let's start with the first mistake. Getting out of bed too quickly. One of the most dangerous things you can do in the morning is something seemingly harmless. Getting out of bed too quickly. You might not think much of it, but for older adults, this simple habit can lead to dizziness, a sudden drop in blood pressure, and even falls. As we age, our circulatory system doesn't adjust as quickly as it used to. When you lie down for several hours, blood pools in the lower part of your body. If you suddenly sit up or stand up too quickly, your blood pressure can drop sharply. This is called orthostatic hypotension. And that's why so many people over 70 experience dizziness or lightheadedness in the morning. Think about the last time you got out of bed. Did you feel a little unbalanced for a few seconds? Your vision might be a little blurry, or you might need to balance for a moment before taking your first step. These are signs that your body isn't ready for sudden movement, and if you're not careful, that moment of instability could lead to a very dangerous fall. There was a 74-year-old man who, every morning, would wake up, swing his legs over the edge of the bed, and immediately stand up. He didn't think much of it until one morning when he momentarily lost his balance and fell back onto the bed. But things could have been much worse. That's when he realized he needed to change how he started his day. The solution is simple but effective. Instead of rushing out of bed, follow this 3-step process. First, when you wake up, take a few deep breaths and wiggle your fingers and toes. This helps stimulate blood circulation. Second, slowly roll to one side and sit up, keeping your feet on the floor. Third, before standing, take a moment to balance. Move your ankles, stretch your arms, and give your body a few seconds to adjust. This may seem like a small change, but this simple habit can significantly reduce the risk of dizziness, loss of balance, and falls. And as you may already know, falls are a major hazard for older adults, leading to fractures, hospitalization, and even long-term mobility problems. So, if you've got a habit of getting out of bed too quickly, take a step back and reconsider your morning routine. A few extra seconds in bed could save your life. Second mistake. Skipping water in the morning. One of the most dangerous yet often overlooked mistakes people make in the morning, especially after age 70, is not drinking water immediately after waking up. You might not think that rehydrating is crucial right after waking up. But after hours of sleep, your body is in a state of mild dehydration. And for older adults, this can have serious consequences. While you sleep, your body continues to function, your organs work, your lungs breathe, and your body loses water through respiration and sweating. When you wake up, your blood is slightly thicker, your circulation is slower, and your body is functioning at a slightly deficient level. If you don't replenish fluids quickly, this can contribute to problems like high blood pressure, poor circulation, and even increase your risk of stroke or heart attack. Think about how you feel in the morning. Do you ever wake up with a dry mouth? Do your joints feel a little stiff? Perhaps your energy levels seem lower than usual. or you notice that it takes a while to feel fully alert. All of these could be signs of dehydration, and if your first drink of the day is coffee instead of water, it could make the problem worse. There was a 76-year-old man who had a habit of waking up and going straight to the cafe for a cup of coffee every morning. He never thought about it, but as he got older, he started experiencing morning dizziness and brain fog. His doctor advised him to try drinking water upon waking for a few weeks. And he noticed a difference. He felt more alert, had fewer headaches, and his energy levels improved. Water is essential for maintaining normal blood circulation, helping the kidneys function effectively, and reducing stress on the heart. Drinking a glass of water upon waking helps kickstart metabolism, rehydrate your organs, and keep blood circulation running smoothly. And for those with digestive issues, morning hydration can help things go more smoothly. If you're not someone who usually drinks water in the morning, start with something simple, a small glass right after you wake up. Keep it by your bedside if that's more convenient for you. And if you prefer warm drinks, warm water with a little lemon can be a great alternative. Your body has worked hard all night and needs to be well hydrated to function at its best. Don't wait until you're thirsty. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So, start your morning with a glass of water. Your body will thank you for it. If you're still watching this video and found this information helpful, please comment number 2 below so we know you're here. Now let's continue. Third mistake: drinking coffee before eating anything. For many people, the morning can't really wake them up until they have their first cup of coffee. This is a habit that has existed for decades. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and start the day. But here's the problem. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can be one of the worst things you do to your body, especially after age 70. When you wake up, your stomach is empty and your body is in a weakened state. Your blood sugar is low. Your digestive system is just starting to function and your cortisol levels are at their peak. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can increase cortisol levels, which can lead to increased stress on the body, indigestion, and even long-term problems like acid reflux or stomach irritation. If you've ever had a cup of coffee in the morning and felt restless, dizzy, or even slightly nauseous, that's your body telling you something. The acidity in the coffee can irritate the lining of an empty stomach, leading to indigestion, acid reflux, or heartburn. And for older adults, who may already have a more sensitive digestive system, that irritation can become a daily problem without them realizing it. The key here isn't to give up coffee, but to adjust the timing of your first coffee. Eating a light snack before your first cup helps buffer acidity, stabilize blood sugar, and reduce the body's stress response. If you're someone who wakes up and immediately reaches for coffee, try changing the order. Even something as simple as a few crackers, a slice of toast, or a piece of fruit before your coffee can make a big difference. And if you've ever noticed that coffee makes you feel more anxious or restless than usual, eating beforehand can help balance that out. Caffeine on an empty stomach is absorbed quickly, which can cause a surge in energy. Snacking before coffee slows down absorption and provides a more steady boost instead of a sudden shock followed by a drop in energy. So before you take your first sip of coffee tomorrow morning, ask yourself if you've given your body something to power it. A small change in routine can help protect your stomach, balance your energy, and make you feel better. The fourth mistake is ignoring morning stiffness and moving too fast. One of the most dangerous mistakes you can make after age 70 is underestimating the impact of morning stiffness. Many people wake up feeling a little stiff in their joints and assume it's just a normal part of aging. They ignore it, move quickly, and don't think much about it until a wrong step leads to pain, injury, or even a serious fall. While you sleep, your muscles and joints stiffen due to reduced movement and blood circulation. This is especially common in older adults because the body naturally produces less synovial fluid, the lubricant that helps joints move smoothly. As a result, when you first wake up, your body isn't fully ready for activity. Getting up too quickly can lead to misalignment or unsteady gait, putting yourself at unnecessary risk. Think back to those mornings when you got out of bed and felt that familiar stiffness in your back, knees, or shoulders. It might disappear after a few minutes, or you might dismiss it as nothing serious. but ignoring morning stiffness day after day can lead to bigger problems later. Restricted movement, chronic pain, or worse, sudden injury could be avoided. The good news is that preventing this mistake is simple, even before you sit up in bed. Take a few minutes to wake up your joints. Start with gentle movements, wiggling your fingers and toes, rotating your ankles, and stretching your arms. Then, while still lying down, do a few knee raises or slow leg movements to loosen your hips. When sitting up, rotate your shoulders, take a deep breath, and gently stretch before standing up. It doesn't take much time but makes a big difference. A few extra minutes of gentle movement can make the difference between feeling sluggish and unsteady and starting the day confidently. It's also important to pay attention to your first steps in the morning. Using a firm surface for support if needed and avoiding rushing, especially when going to the bathroom in dim light. Your body needs time to adjust, so do things slowly. This can help prevent unnecessary stress on your muscles and joints. So, the next time you wake up and feel a little stiff, don't ignore it. Give your body the time it needs to move around easily because maintaining activity is essential for older adults. And that should start as soon as you get out of bed. If you're still watching this video and found these lessons valuable, please comment a 4 below to let us know you're here. Finally, as we conclude this video, take a moment to think about your own morning routine. Have you ever made one of these mistakes without realizing it? The truth is, the habits we build in the morning determine the rest of each day. And after age 70, those habits become even more important. Morning routines aren't about making big changes, but rather small adjustments that help protect your body, keep your mind sharp, and ensure you start your day feeling your best. Whether it's taking a little extra time before getting out of bed, prioritizing hydration, paying attention to how you drink your coffee, or doing some light exercise before starting your day, these small changes will add up and, over time, can make the difference between staying active and avoiding unnecessary health risks. Many people believe that health problems in old age are inevitable, but that's not entirely true. The choices you make each day, especially in the first moments of the morning, have a huge impact on your longevity, energy levels, and overall health. Awareness is key. Now that you know these 4 common mistakes, you're better able to avoid them and support your health for years to come. What impressed you the most? Which of these morning routines do you think you need to adjust? Or which do you feel you've been doing right? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below to share what you learned today and how you plan to apply it to your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Your comments will motivate us and are a great encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us continue creating great content to help and inspire people. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.